I miss Haaland.
Kevin De Bruyne!
No! If I had known that I was going to be watching and wasting 90 minutes of my time watching that shit, I would have had an enema instead. I can think of 115 things that I would have rather done in my time. I could have gotten laid. Statistically impossible, but it could have happened. I could have taken a shit. I could have taken a piss. I could have had a nice, lovely bath. Chick-fil-A just opened up next to my house. I used to drive 25 minutes for Chick-fil-A, and now I can drive 5 minutes. I could have gone a nice, spicy chicken combo with some waffle fries. Watch an episode of MILF Matter, but instead, I have to watch Bernardo Silva and Kovacic try to dribble 4 fucking players in 2025 when they can't even run. Guardiola, Pep. Guardiola, you monstrous twat, you geese-loving charlatan. What is the point of signing players? What is the point of transfers? What is the point of benching Abdulkadir and resting him and resting Nico Gonzalez just for them to be benched yet again?
It's so awful that if somebody wanted to arrest him for being awful, I would accept it.
Manchester United in the first 3 minutes were very good. They were creating a lot of chances. Horrible free kick from Bruno Fernandes, Ratatouille. But still, the last 5 minutes, they were creating chances again. Garnacho, Xerxes almost got a goal off a little flick from across from, I think it was Dorgu. But the middle 87 minutes, Manchester United were complete dog shit. That was literally pre-2008 Manchester City on display, and we couldn't even score a goddamn goal. Do you see how thick this book is, ladies and gentlemen? I could have been reading this. I could have been doing something a lot more productive with my time than seeing Pep Guardiola benching some of our amazing young talents instead for Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, İlkay Gundogan, and Kevin De Bruyne, all with a combined age of 377. Y'all see how thick this book is, right? This book would make so much money on OF. It's absolutely insane. The first 37 pages of this book, it's all tables of content. And guess what? I'm on page 39. I couldn't believe my eyes. Ratatouille, Bruno Fernandes, was actually the best player today. He was the man of the match of both teams. Did you see his post-match interview? I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my ears. Oh my god. He sounded like a genuine leader. He was very good. He was creating so many chances. The first touches of Bruno Fernandes. The key chances that this man has created. He's like third or second in key chances created since Kevin De Bruyne made his debut in 2015 or 2016. By the way, Bruno Fernandes came into the Premier League in 2020, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the most slept on and underrated midfielders of our generation. He was the best player today by far. No one even comes close. Shout out to our defense. Shout out to our defense, because I can't say anything positive from our attacking players. Marmoush, how do you like being Erling Haaland? Or how do you like making 5 or 6 different runs and having Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, Gundogan, and even Kevin De Bruyne not even look for you? How does that sound? The only time somebody actually made a pass to you was Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly, congratulations on your first Manchester derby. Congratulations on that start. You thoroughly deserved it. Our defense was the only positive thing that I saw today. The man of the match, in my opinion, was Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes, defensively sound, strong. Garnacho couldn't do a goddamn thing. Dorgu had some crosses, but again, there's nothing really much any fullback can do in that scenario. But regardless, Matheus Nunes today was strong. He was defensively sound. He was my best player today. Big shout out to Nico O'Reilly. I thought he was very good. He actually did have a good amount of mistakes in the game, but again, he's a young player. This is his first start in the Premier League, so obviously nothing, too bad for me to say about him. I'm thoroughly happy with Nico O'Reilly today. I hope he develops more, and I'm so excited to see. He is a very exquisite football player. He's deceptively quick and deceptively technical for a man of that stature. Unlike Rico Lewis, who came on and immediately spent the first 15 minutes on the floor, Nico O'Reilly is tall, he's strong, he can get past players, and he's fast, tenacious. He's amazing. Josko Gvardiol was amazing. Ruben Diaz today, finally for the first time in a long time, he was absolutely sensational. İlkay Gundogan, goodness Grealish. He wasn't the worst midfielder that we had today, but oh my god, how many times did he lose the ball? How many times was he running at players at 34 years old when he doesn't have the pace? Is it Is it could I really put that all in Ilkay Gundogan, my uncle? No, because I'm putting on that monstrous twat, that melon-headed fraud, Guardiola, for not giving Ilkay Gundogan anybody to pass to. Phil Foden, the biggest collapse I've ever seen from a football player in my life. The Ottoman Empire didn't collapse as hard as Phil Foden from last season. This is absolutely woeful. Phil Foden was a ghost today. Kevin De Bruyne, for the love of God, I love you so much. You were the greatest midfielder I've ever seen. You are my number one pick in an all-time draft in that midfield position. Trust me, Zidane, Xavi, Havertz, Iniesta, it doesn't matter. You are my number one pick. Stop shooting the ball. Please stop shooting the ball. Your mind is in 2017, 2016, but your body is in 2026. Omar Marmoush, making a lot of runs. He was technical. He had some great physical battles there. I loved Omar Marmoush today. I really loved him. How does it feel being Erling Haaland? How does it feel being a striker with no players to pass to you? How does that feel, my friend? Doku immediately came on, and Manchester United immediately put like 2 or 3 players on him, because that's the amount of players you need to contain Jeremy Doku, and that opens up a lot of space for our midfielders like Kevin De Bruyne and like Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, who are all slow as shit, to actually run at open space. But you should have started at least one of Doku and Savinho from the beginning. But no, Pep Guardiola wants to play it safe. He wants to play his favorites. He wants to play Bernardo Silva. The guy with his cute little step-overs he's dribbling to the corner flag with 3 Manchester United players, all of whom are half his age, and he thinks he's going to dribble past all of them. You can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. Kovacic, you sexy-ass retard. Stop dribbling past people. Stop dribbling past people. There's a right time, and do it with the drop of the shoulder, with some momentum. Even if the guy is twice as fast as you, you can still get him with intelligence. Kovacic can do that. He's been doing that his entire career, especially at Chelsea and Real Madrid. But oh my Grealish, how many times did he lose the ball? We almost conceded like 2 or 3 goals. If Manchester United were as competent as a 5-year-old kid, they would have scored a couple of goals. But instead, we got so effing lucky. We literally lack no identity. This was one of the most toothless performances I have ever seen since How to Train Your Dragon. This is absolutely anemic. This was a complete and utter shit show. Arsenal dropped points. Nottingham Forest dropped points. Bournemouth dropped points. Chelsea just dropped 2 points to Brentford, and all we had to do was score a fucking goal against and we could have been top 4, but instead Newcastle are 2 points behind us with 2 games in hand, and they're playing Leicester City tomorrow. Let me be very, very clear. I'm not with those fake-ass City fans online that are saying Pep out. No, absolutely not. But this is all on Pep Guardiola. That bitch-ass Catalonian has a lot of blood on his hands after tonight's performance. What's the point of resting him just for more rest? It's not like we're playing anybody at the Bernabeu this weekend. I'm sorry, in the middle of this week. It's not like we're going to the San Siro this week. It's not like we're in the Champions League quarterfinal. No, we're playing Crystal Palace in 6 days. United suck. They suck. Are 13th in the league. They have Rasmus Højlund as a striker. Maguire just kept passing it to our defense. They kept passing the ball to us. They were so completely dog shit, and we couldn't put them away. None of our players wanted it. All right, that's the main problem here. None of our players wanted. Not Phil Foden, not Kevin De Bruyne. Omar Marmoush at least showed effort. Nico O'Reilly at least showed effort. Our defense actually showed up. Josko Gvardiol had some amazing defensive actions towards the end. Shout out to him. Ruben Diaz was very good. Matías Núñez was very good. But our midfield and our attack, except for Omar Marmoush, absolutely dog shit. I'm actually so beyond nervous for this weekend now. I'm actually just so unnecessarily nervous for this weekend. I used to be afraid of facing Karim Benzema, okay, and Cristiano Ronaldo, all right, and Neymar Jr. But because of this team, I'm now afraid to face Mateta. In 2025, I'm afraid to face Mateta. Look, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, yes, it was a completely, utterly toothless performance. That doesn't mean that all of our players had horrible games. Bernardo Silva had some incredible defensive actions, all right, for a lot of the game, especially towards the end. Matías Núñez was exquisite. All right, there were some couple of plays that Kovacic and Gundogan that were decent. Bernardo Silva was obviously the best out of the bunch there, but that's not really a high bar for me to even judge. But regardless, Bernardo Silva and his defensive actions, I'm going to give a lot of credit where credit is due. But the rest of the match, you kept losing the ball. You kept dribbling at 7, 8, 9 players, thinking that you're prime Lionel Messi when you're not. I don't even know what to say. Is there even a player besides Bruno Fernandes that I can even praise on Manchester United? Morgu was very fast and tenacious. He was getting into some great positions up on that left-hand side. Matheus Nunes is very fast too. And Dorgu was getting a lot of crosses in. Højlund, I forgot he even was playing football until the 67th minute. Mazraoui was just absolutely awful. That lesbian Argentine on that left wing was just absolutely pitiful as well. Ugarte was just, what's the word? Shit. I can't believe we dropped 2 points to this team. Ruben Amorim. We dropped points to Xerxes, to Højlund, to Onana, and everybody else. It's fucking disgraceful. I want the season to be over so much. I want Phil Foden to come back fresh and renewed. I want to see Rodri back in that midfield. I want to see a couple of players leave Manchester City. I want to see some new fresh faces come in. And I want to see Abdulkadir, Nico Gonzalez, Vitores, Nico O'Reilly, all of our young talents, their minutes up tenfold for the rest of this season, especially in the start of the next season. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course, let me know your opinion of today's match. Vent as much as you can. I want you all to let it out as much as possible. That's what she said. Thank you all so much for watching.